Hi there, Zamir for NerdTube. These are my thoughts and spoilers of Season 1, Episode 3 of Citadel Infinite Shadows. Straight off the bat, what I got from this episode is a show that really wants to be a very cool spy espionage drama with who's the bad guy, who's the good guy, will they, won't they, and all this other bollocks. But the reality is that even though this show is nice to look at, I guess, and it seems to be tense, I guess, it's not as good as it should be. There is something seriously missing about this show, and I can't put a finger on it. I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe it's been there, done it, worn the t-shirt, and it almost feels like a cheap knockoff of like really good spy dramas and spy action films, like in the James Bond sort of sense. Who knows? But overall, this show is trying to be too cool for school, and it's not that cool whatsoever. Now we do get some cool set pieces, as I mentioned earlier. Like this show has got action scenes and stuff like that, regardless of it not being that amazing of a show. Regardless, but we have one scene where we get a 10-year flashback and we see Mason Kane in his pomp, and he jumps out of a bad guy's building like James Bond, and he's using scenarios and situations to the best of his abilities to get him outside of jams, skiing down mountains and stuff like that with the bad guys chasing him. Very James Bond tropish scenes you've definitely seen in James Bond films in the past, and all of that. He ends up in the pickle, so to speak, where the bad guys have got him dead to rights. But luckily for him, Nadia Sin is undercover with these bad guys, and she takes them out as well. And so they manage to escape. They fuck each other. Who wouldn't? They're a couple of beautiful people. Can't blame them for wanting to fuck each other and stuff like that. But that's happened in the past, and in the present, Mason Kane doesn't know if him and Nadia were in a relationship. Well, Nadia remembers everything, but she took the serum whilst Mason Kane didn't. And we do come across more scenarios as well with these two doing this spy shit, with Mason Kane having to see an old friend of his who he doesn't remember, because obviously he hasn't taken the serum to remember who this guy is. But doing some negotiations and stuff like that with Nadia watching over him as he does it. There's a lot of who's the villain here, who's the... I mean, we know the villain is definitely the Dahlia Archer, the UK ambassador woman, but who is the double crosser here and who isn't? Who's playing both sides for the good guys or the bad guys? We don't know. I mean, Nadia herself seems like somebody who you might not be able to trust, but at the same time, Mason Kane's own wife is also a fucking double agent. Now, is she in the same sort of boat as Mason King, where she doesn't remember who she is? Because if she does remember who she is, then she's taking a role as a fucking double agent proper seriously by fucking giving birth to a kid as well with the fucking person she's probably spying on. So there's a whole bunch of shit going on. Now, Bernard has revealed to one of those henchman twins that his wife is Mason Kane's wife now. So that's how we know that this person's a double agent. And hopefully Bernard will get this henchman twin to help him escape this building, which he's obviously been trapped in the building of the UK ambassador, because he's been tortured there and stuff. So we'll see how that pans out next week. But overall, this show, it's just so fucking average. Oh god, my birds, stop chewing on all my shit, please. I beg you. This guy, he's the most naughtiest little fucker on the planet. Aren't you? Yeah, go in your cage. No, he doesn't want to leave my hand. Yeah, go somewhere. Go over there. No, I can't. I can't. All right. He'll fly when I don't want him to be on my hand, and when I want him to be on my hand, he'll get lost. But yeah, where was I? Regarding this show, it's just bang average. There's nothing here that we haven't seen before. I will watch the entire season just to get through it, because I am intrigued enough to see who is playing who, and who's the good guy, who's actually a bad guy, and vice versa. Are they double agents, triple agents, quadruple agents? Who knows? This little girl here, she's also a little pain in the ass, aren't you? Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'll get through this entire season. I'm gonna give this episode. See, I want to be nice because I know it's trying. I genuinely know this show is trying to be really fucking good. I mean, the whole series season is trying to be really fucking good. I give it it's prompt, I guess, that it's trying, but it still feels average. I don't want to say shit. That would be a disservice. Maybe it is shit. I don't know. But yeah, it's I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I can't give it. I can't. That's the most generous mark I can give this episode. It's just so fucking average. Anyway, let me know um what you think of Citadel Season 1, Episode 3, Infinite Shadows. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to NerdTube, the greatest YouTube channel you never heard of. Take care now. Bye bye.